Hello, welcome to Wrestling in Mom's Basement. This is the retro pay-per-view reviews for Judgment Day 2003. I, of course, am Patrick Young. This guy to my right is my co-host, Joe Venuto.
Judgment 2003 took place on May 18, 2003 from the Charlotte Coliseum in Charlotte, North Carolina. Attendance was 30,000. Commentators on Cold Taz, Jim Rosa, and Jerry Lawler. Let's just get this over with. I don't remember a time with the TV lead up to pay-per-view has been this miserable. And the mirror I did this show is making me cringe. Sometimes the show can throw a surprise or two, but I can't think of a single match that actually gives me hope in this one, so just let's get to it. The opening video is a shot of Gallows, not Luke. Luke Kids reciting a rhyme about evil. It's the same ones from the biker tape from yes.
I think it's literally the same video package from the year before, just updated for this Judgment Day.
Basically, everything leads us here. And tonight, and here's Steve Wilson to open things on the interview instead of match. So I'm just all right. He's out here to run his mouth and waste your time because there's a bunch of great matches tonight. I'm not sure if we're looking.
So he's going to waste your time by saying he's not going to waste your time.
I'm not sure if we were looking at the same card now when he said there's a bunch of great matches. Olsen's going to Washington crowd with the fans in Skybox. With a bunch of beer, Lawler seems to think a Skybox means sitting in the cheap seats, as Olsen gives Taz a beer and heads to the crowd. John Cena and FBI versus Spanky, Chris Benoit, Rhino. Cena says that being he's with the FBI giving out black guys, he'll have the people cheering the bad guys. As Paloma Stamboli with Cena heroes, this is a bonus match. Spanky dives onto everyone but gets decked by Cena as we start fast. Cole says he knows all about Rapid because he's a shoelace. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Was that reference?
Maybe he wraps shoelaces or shoelaces wrap stuff. I don't know.
It's 03. Is there when
you tie shoelaces?
It's 03 when hip hop was at a high point. What does that mean?
You could say I'm a Christmas gift because I know how to rap.
I know you're a hip hop aficionado back in the day, back in like 7th grade.
Oh yeah.
6th, 7th grade.
Oh yeah.
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Okay. The FBI plans Spanky with a double-sided prank on his laser good measure. Palumbo slaps on a beer hug as Taz and Cole discuss beer. A hard clothesline cuts Spanky off by head scissors Palumbo into Stamboli. That's enough for the hot tie to Benoit. Meaning it's time for a German suplex. Nunzio comes in, eats a gore. Playing solo will break up slice spread number 2. The distraction is up for Stamboli and Palumbo hit the kiss of death. Demolition decapitator with a leg drop at 7 elbow for the pin.
Yeah, I have no idea why they had a match. Well, wasn't it actually just thrown on the paper?
Yeah, it was a bonus match.
They literally just had it. It wasn't advertised.
Yeah, it was a bonus match.
Then why have it?
Alright.
It's just barely gradable. Just about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Usually you try to give that match at least 6. Even that's kind of short.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of structured. The guys, they were very energetic and fast-paced, but other than that, it was really too short to do much of anything.
Yeah, the match was energetic while it lasted, but that's the problem. It wasn't even 4 minutes. It wasn't even 4 minutes long. Why in the world do we need a pay-per-view opener that lasts as long as a TV match? The people involved in this match deserved a little bit more than this. Though, I guess at least they were on the pay-per-view card.
Gave it D-.
C. Or nothing. D. Austin is in a skybox having a woman make him a hot dog. Whatever Bischoff comes in.
Which make me a hot dog.
Everything they have is split between them. So Austin gives him the hot dog. Bischoff is annoyed that there's no scotch to hell out here. And Glass says which Austin doesn't appreciate. We recap La Resistance versus Texas Scott Steiner, which is all about the Iraq War and how horrible you are if you don't completely support it.
It's a big turnaround nowadays, isn't it?
Yes. Ugly. Tessa and Scott Steiner La Resistance. Tessa and Dupree still got the start until a backdrop plus Renee down. Renee down. Zoltan started for some more aggressive offense, including a push-up elbow. Dupree sends him outside down. Savon Grenier drives him back from an apron. The announcers debate France versus America. As Grenier's chinlock does again for our Millbrook clothesline gives Grenier 2. But Steiner suplexes his way to American freedom. The hot tag brings in Tess to clean out the silence. Tess steals the beret and gets rolled up for 2 as Aaron breaks down the pump handle slam punch from Nay, but Stacy Keibler just on the apron for no logical reason. Dupree dropkicks Test into Stacy, who lands in Steiner's arms and punches Stacy down. Steiner tags himself in for a RC2 on Dupree for no cover. Test boosts Steiner by mistake and gets Say outside, having Steiner take the double spine buster from the pin.
Yeah, I guess the beginning part of this match was kind of sort of okay. But it kind of fell apart pretty quickly for me. Yeah, Scott Steiner was the only non-heel in the match, minus Stacy.
Right.
But Stacy obviously wasn't working. And Steiner usually thinks actually a much better heel.
Yeah.
In a way. So the match kind of devolved pretty quickly into a big mess for me.
Another TV match here, but in this case, keeping it short was the right idea. This feud is interesting. Test versus Steiner isn't likely to be much better. Fighting over Stacy is fine, but it will be better. And they can make it resemble a good match. The tag division needs a lot of resistance, though. Yeah, go figure. Even if they're not all that interested in a team.
Are they like one of the only teams on Raw?
At least so, yeah.
Okay. I gave the match an F.
F. Stacy on a check on Steiner. Mr. America arrives and runs into Gregory Helms, who has been told that he's Hulk Hogan. America's sources have told him that Helms is really the Hurricane. They agree that their sources are idiots. That was clever, that one. I'll give him that. But it's hard to buy Hogan's match, push me much when he's having a match with Ryan Piper in 2003.
Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero...
Just think of how bad the idea was for Hogan and Piper to go one-on-one in 1997.
Eddie Guerrero...
1996, actually.
Eddie Guerrero is trying to replace a partner for the injured Chavo. It's Tajiri, who gets a gold medal and knows that they lied, cheat, and steal. Tag titles, Team Angle versus Eddie Guerrero and Tajiri. Eddie and Tajiri are challenged on a ladder match. The brawl starts in the aisles. The champs aren't happy with Eddie destroying their frame picture of Angle earlier in the week. Eddie gets sent into the ladder, leaving Tajiri to dump to inside. Guerrero drop on Haas's knee, has Eddie more trouble inside right on the ladder. Tajiri seems to mess up a dive over the top, so Eddie dives over the top on the shell and get the focus back. The champs go for the belt, so Tajiri breaks up with the hamstring elbow. Haas gets crushed by the ladder in the corner. It's time for a second ladder. Shelton pulls Tajiri off the ladder, sending him face first into one of the rungs for a scary-looking crash. Thankfully he's okay, though. Eddie isn't quite as good as I power someone on the ladder in the corner. In a creative spot, Haas puts Tajiri across the ladder and bridges over the top, leaving Shelton jump off the ladder over Haas and onto Tajiri's back. Eddie has to stay with Haas falling off the floor and he but then wedges the ladder in the corner instead of going up. Naturally, he gets sent in the ladder for his efforts. Tajiri's back up and with the hard kicks to the face, he runs them over the ladder for good measure. The Tarantula has Haas trouble by Shelton making him stay with a shot from the ladder. Back in the chain speed on Eddie, but Shelton is lucky flip into the ladder into Haas to put everyone down again. Eddie says Benjamin outside of the champs are back up for a save. Benjamin is knocked right back down to have Eddie frog slash him instead of going for the bells for no apparent reason. Trying to Eddie go up, and this time it's a sunset bomb, bring Haas right back down. Tajiri's finally back up to miss Shelton and allow Eddie pull down the titles for the win.
To me, I think this is my favorite match of the night, actually. It's either this one or one other match, but I'm pretty sure it's this one. But for it being a ladder match, it actually really isn't all that special on pay-per-view. It feels like one of the... Actually, I've seen better TV ladder matches that meant more to me. It was really good, kind of sloppy in parts, but overall, it'll be probably more forgettable ladder matches.
Yeah, good though, but not a great match here. I think this would have been better match with Chavo involved in terms of the ladder.
Yeah, probably.
I know. As it will make more sense. Tajiri's work is fine though. But as it is, it feels just kind of thrown together. That's all on the wrestlers, of course, but at least they made it work as well as they could. Bishop will also think they should sign A, but also makes Bishop eat a hamburger and have it on beer.
Ready for the match B.
B minus. Hangel knows also has to make fun the way Eric drinks, including open the box to get the crowd even more on his side. Does he way too much time. Chris Sugar thinks he'll win Eric title when Ryan Piper comes in and make fun of him. Then he slowly shows that Chris brings up Piper ripping the kid's leg off on Thursday. That was an accident, though, just like Jericho being born. They both promised to win their matches tonight, and that's about it. We get a very nice video on the history of the Intercontinental title.
Which is kind of weird because they're considered two of the best microvisions of all time.
Right.
And that promo literally was nothing.
We get a very nice video on the history of the Intercontinental title before the Battle Royal bring it back. They cover a good chunk of the title's history and show some great moments. As usual, WWE knows how to do its history well when they want to. Intercontinental title Battle Royal, Booker T, Christian, Lance Storm, Chris Jericho, Goldust, King, Val Venus, Tess, and Robbie Name. The titles vacate coming in that only Booker is a former champion. Naturally, Pat Patterson is to come out and hold up the title. And yes, it's Venus, not Chief Morley at this point. That gimmick's officially gone. And there's some very long entrances, too. We're ready to go. Everyone goes into King to start, well done. But he shrugs them off without much effort and just throws Storm. With Van Dam down, the Ozark will give her a team, but he comes back in and beat everyone up. Booker's up first and dumps Test, followed by Goldust doing the same to Venus. Jericho tosses Van Dam, and we're down to Christian, Goldust, Booker, and Jericho in about 2 minutes. Then why not just do a 4-way for the title?
Yeah.
It turns into a glorified tag match with the good guys fighting back, so Goldust getting shattered dreams on both guys. Booker does a spinner ring celebrate, but Goldust tries elimination. That's time with Booker, who dumps him out without too much trouble. That leaves Booker and the Canadians and a double team as everyone Harry Booker fights off elimination attempt and first Jericho over one down, skin a cat, and always a pressing move. Back in and then now bloody Jericho forearms Booker down, but Christian shoves him over the top bar and line soul tap. Booker kicks Christian down and scores with a flapjack, but the referee gets bumped. If you can't book a 9-man battle royal without a ref bump, you might just kind of suck at your job.
That's true.
As you might,
that is very true.
As you might expect, Booker dumps Christian when no one sees it, leaving Christian to deck Patterson. And Booker gets belted as well, and Christian tosses him to win the title. As you might expect, Wilson does nothing fix it, and the fans chant for Goldberg, though unnoticed.
Yeah, it's kind of a very oddly done Battle Royal to me. First off, I don't think if they're going to bring the Intercontinental title back, I think they have to do a little bit more and bring it back. I think they would have to do a tournament in a couple weeks to set that thing up.
Definitely.
I think that ends up being much better overall. For the match, it's really structured. They literally threw everybody out within a couple minutes of the match.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much meaning like, okay, we don't know how to get to the ending, so let's just get everybody out of the ring and get to the ending already. And even then, the ending kind of took long with Christian, Jericho, Goldust, and Booker. They actually probably should have just ended up giving the Booker anyway, because he seemed to be the most over out of the final four they had.
Yeah.
Overall, probably should have been him or Booker or RVD at the time, because they received the biggest pops in the match. But yeah, it was just oddly structured and oddly performed.
That ending actually made my head hurt. How in the world do you overbook a Battle Royal that doesn't even last 12 minutes? Christian wins fine, but there are other ways you can make it work. Having Jericho's the final two to have Christian dump Jericho out. That's how you cheat, but makes him look like a villain. At the same time, why is that so complicated?
Yeah. F.
Sable and Tori get Tay, not Cass. Sable and Tori get Tay. They don't get Cass. They might have Cass.
Who knows? They might have cats. I think Tori has dogs.
Dogs myself. Sable and Tori get Tay.
Sable has meow or growl at the beginning of her song.
Yeah. Sable and Tori get Tay.
Although I can't picture Brock Lesnar being a cat person.
Nah, he's like a German Shepherd.
Yeah.
A bloodhound,
yeah.
one of those big dogs.
Like big ass.
So they probably have a Chihuahua or a poodle.
Probably.
Probably a poodle. I can see Brock walking up a poodle.
Yeah.
Big soft collie tiger.
Oh yeah. You go tell him that.
I have no problem. I'm not scared of that fish. Sable and Tori.
As long as you can last longer than 9 minutes, I think you got a good shot.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, longer than 3 minutes, I think you got a pretty good shot.
Nice, gonna waste much
I know.
Sable and Tori get tight, and they might have done Cass after the show. And before the bikini contest, I finished this with Sable hitting on her again, like she was in the 4 SmackDowns before the show. And Sable almost won the Divas that badly, though with her Dawn Marie. who seems to be more into that kind of stuff anyway.
Yeah.
We recap Sable versus Tori, which is as obvious of an idea as you can get. Taz is hosting, which is only slightly better than Lore, I guess, in terms of going over the top and googly for the woman. Lillian Garcia sings Tori to the ring. As to put a little too much thought and effort into this.
Yeah, it's like a Mania entrance.
She sees the horrors 3 times. This is going way too long already. I mean, I like the song, but my God.
Yeah.
Anyway, both get 15 seconds to disrobe and gyrate. They both do their thing.
And by the way, Sable's robe is literally pretty much exposing everything anyway, so.
They both do their thing, and the fan says a tie, even though Sable's reaction was clearly louder, by the way.
Oh, really? It was one of the things I skipped over.
The fact that her swimsuit was smaller has no bearing on that at all, I swear to you. Actually, hang on though, as Sable takes off the swimsuit. Yeah, I don't know why you don't watch this. And she's wearing her to reveal a smaller one, which is enough for Taz to give her the win. And toward Sable a rare passionate kiss. Or passionless kiss. They tried to make it passionate, but I came off as passionless.
By the way, I think you switched it up. You said Sable came off the smaller team. It was Tori.
10 things.
I skipped through most of it, but I seen the ending to see what happened.
But Sable won though.
Yeah.
Also, torments Bishop with more food and beer. Piper rants to Sean O'Hare about Jericho. When Vince McMahon comes in, right because it's a big night for the boss. Without Piper, there will be no Hogan. Now Piper's the epitome of ruthless aggression. We look at Piper attacking the fan, who Mr. America had waving the flag, resulting in the fan's artificial leg being ripped off. That being Zach Allen.
He got Mad Dog Vachon.
Piper seemed upset.
I better call him Vachon.
Vince didn't buy it, which is all the proof he needed to send Piper after America's base. As usual, there's so much wrong and stupid about this idea. I don't even know where to start, so we'll just move on. Ryan Piper versus America. America brings out a cheer, presumably the counteract Sean. Actually, for Zach Allen, the fan who's late. He was our golf. So clarify the stories down about Vince, Stephanie, Piper, Mr. America, and Gallon.
And a one-legged man.
After those 5 people, Sean O'Hare, whose lone match in this whole thing was a less than 5-minute match with Rikishi. Where Piper had to help him win. And people wonder why this period is so hated. American...
In which apparently he had one of the more intriguing characters.
Right. American... The wrestler, not the country. American is still a team to start until Sean is sitting outside. Some right hands get American out of trouble as the referee yells at O'Hare. The mask comes up to bite Piper. So I'm assuming Vince isn't watching the match. I can't see 90% of Hogan's face there. O'Hare pulls American to the floor for some right hands, allowing Piper to whip him with a weightlifting belt. We had a terrible sleeper, and now it's time to American help. The big boot connects, and here's Vince, so Piper can get a little blow. O'Hare brings in a pipe, but his Piper instead sent out the leg drop to give American a pin, as Galvin holds Vince back.
Yeah, it's every bit as great as you would expect a Roddy Piper and Hulk Hogan match to be in 2003. When they were too old to have a good match in 1996.
Yeah, but their work's good in 1980 something. 5.
Yeah, it's good then.
Well, this is only 18 years later.
However, they actually have to wrestle 20 years later.
This match is better than Triple H Undertaker. In the terms that they kept it short.
They had the right idea behind it, yes. Better wrestled? Hell no.
Maybe.
Hell no.
Did you see the guardrail spot?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay. They kept it short. Of course it was terrible, but at least they kept it fairly short. As anyone could guess at the beginning of this thing, though, it's not doing anyone other than Hogan and Vince ain't good. Unfortunately, it includes O'Hare, who has gone from what should be a can't-miss prospect to a bumbling lackey who can't do anything right.
Yeah. F.
Stephanie tells Triple H should be careful.
Because...
We were Triple H versus Kevin Nash.
It's like, oh, we have Stephanie Triple H back here. Yeah, and Sterling as they used to be dating. Okay, maybe she comes up to says and wishes him luck and wishes that he'd be okay. Why? I don't know.
We were Triple H versus Kevin Nash, which is over Nash coming back, and not like the Triple H and Shawn Michaels fighting. Triple H attacked Nash for not picking the right side, and we have a world title match as a result, despite Nash making Roman Reigns like Hogan in the 80s.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
When both guys went on top, Nash made Roman look like Hogan and the Ace.
Yeah.
Roman's closer to Hogan and Nash's. I say so.
Absolutely.
Nash is a better wrestler.
I don't know why you're confused by my reaction there.
Nash is a better wrestler though. No Roman.
No.
Oh, really? I think Roman's better than Nash?
Yeah.
No, all the time talking about.
Yeah.
That's debatable.
Now you're just wasting time. Yeah, no, it's not debatable.
Nash has some great matches.
With Brett, with Shawn.
That's hard to do. Clearly, Taker's struggling against Shawn when that comes up.
He hasn't actually wrestled Shawn yet, to be fair.
But coming up, they will be. Triple H defended Flair Shawn were seconds. I'm not sure who was thinking it was a good idea. Flair come out as an entrance in Charlotte. If they want Nash to be cheered. But this shows bigger problems to deal with. The brawls on in the aisle before the bell was Shawn and Flair fight the back. I doubt we'll be seeing them again. Nash and Triple H slug out, and the floor with the bell ring showed thereafter. A backdrop has the chamber in early trouble, as JR is already saying this isn't going to be the highest quality match. Nash hits a big forearm and flips the hair, so you know, serious. Triple H trying to get in neck breaker. Goes about 5 moves in the first 3 minutes. Nash is back with more right hands and then shoves the referee, pulls him off by the hair. I'll never referee in this town then. Triple H gives us the required ref bump and a low blow before taking the turnbuckle pad off. Nash comes back with the usual. We'll just call it the usual. But that gets the East Sisters buckle. The pedigree gets to the kick out, or a slightly disturbing positive reaction. Backdrop puts Triple H on the floor and comes out with the sledgehammer and knocks the referee down for the DQ.
Sorry, I accidentally hit something on my phone. Yeah, kind of, not even kind of, pretty boring. Yeah, I'm not sure why they went through a Nash push in 2003. It's kind of odd. I know. I actually did end up liking their.
I like their Cell match, though. Yeah.
Yeah, their Hell in a Cell match was actually pretty good. But this one is just, I don't know why they have
a regular match.
Yeah, a regular match. Nash was never really the best unless he had the best in the ring with him.
He had great matches.
Yeah, the best wrestlers in the world.
Brett and Shawn,
yes. Yeah, unless he had them, his matches generally weren't necessarily stand out. Although he actually had a pretty good match with Taker at Mania.
Oh wow, having a good match with Taker.
Yeah, at Mania.
Before 2018. Yeah, shocking.
Yeah, so. And Triple H is going through a weird period in the time where his matches weren't necessarily the greatest either.
You know, I'd rather have Nash come back right now and wrestle Shawn and Triple H set on Taker and King.
Well, his legs are getting surgically repaired.
39 surgeries.
Yeah.
On the knee. God bless his soul. He's not dead. He should be, though, with that many surgeries. Only because it was slightly more watchable than Hogan versus Piper. I'll compliment. The match didn't even last as long as their brawl that they had a few weeks back on Raw. And now the few guys to keep going because they're friends. Nash showed that he was as washed up in 1999 and has only gotten worse in the year since. It was as bad as you would expect, and a world title match going in less than 8 minutes on pay-per-view is pretty unacceptable.
Yeah.
Plus.
Alright.
What?
I don't know why you gave it F+.
Did you hear the pop Flair got in Charlotte?
Yeah, when he's supposed to be on the heel side.
I said it, that's why I started with only because it was slightly more watchable than Hogan versus Piper. You said F+. Nash beats up Triple H because this must continue and grabs a hammer and still Triple H in the aisle, set up with Jacqueline for the announcer's tape.
And for some inexplicable reason, shove Shawn to the side.
Yes. Also makes Bischoff eat jalapenos.
And the first match only got 3 minutes. So keep that in mind.
And Bob Higgins too, I believe.
Yeah.
Women's title, Jazz versus Victoria versus Trish Stratus versus Jacqueline. Not Jacqueline. Jazz is defending. This is one full to finish. The brawl started until the villains are sent outside. leaving Trish count early wrist lock. Victoria and Jazz come back in with the champagnes on double chicken wing face busters. Trish is calling the SCF, and Jacqueline puts Victoria in the half card at the same time. Is Trish getting to the rope first, and Jazz can kick Jacqueline for the save. After I made Trish avoid clothesline, and Lawler says Trish just got reloaded. Make sure to reload it. It's coming out in the summer rip, so makes sense.
Yeah.
And I did get reloaded when Trish did that. The chick kick is 2 on Jazz. The Jazz actually broke up with Trish being thrown over the top and landing face first on the floor in a scary crash. Back in, Jacqueline supports Victoria on to get TDT to retain Jazz's title.
Not necessarily the greatest women's match you'll see. It's sloppy in parts, but I think all the women did try to put it in their hearts in there. And especially with how this card's going, I'm going to be a lot more forgiving for this match than other matches than I had been to other matches on this one.
First of all, that Trish landing looked great. And rather scary, though, too.
Yeah.
The Trish landing. But the time and lack of story did kill our did here. And what you did get a sub 5-minute match that you could probably still enroll. The division wasn't dying in terms of the workers at this point, but in the weeks up to this, these were like literally the only 4 women in the division. Because I believe Lee's injured. And then Molly might actually been injured too. So like it really was just like these 4, and Gail debuts in the next couple. Gail can debut the next couple weeks. So Lee and Molly are injured, and Gail's out for a little bit. So and Irie's slightly into retirement at this point. So yeah. So it was time for some fresh blood, which they get in Gail, and Molly comes back in time for that battle royal. So as these 4 can only fight for so long, it was still same line bar month, but not bad.
Gave it a C.
So, that's a little too harsh. I did give it a D. That's a little harsh, isn't it?
Kinda, yeah. Compared to the rest of this card, it was a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, C minus.
I mean, it's not a perfect women's match.
Right, but
you'll see many better women's matches. But honestly, on this card, at least they're actually trying.
Trish has a cut lip, and Sears and Jazz again being Matthews continuing. We returned to the main event. Big Show time, Rey Mysterio Backlash. And tonight is Brock Lesnar standing up to the monster. And a structure match. Signed a world title, Brock Lesnar Big Show. Lesnar defending, you have to put your opponent's structure and get over the finish line. During the entrances, Cole mentions that this is the first structure match in the company in 17 years. Since Andre the Giant versus Killer Khan in 1986. You really think he would get right after all these weeks, but Cole wasn't that bright. It was 1981. Not 1986. Also, show brings out a structure backboard with him with Mysterio, Benoit, and Lesnar right on the back. Only Mysterio's name is Crystal, making the show look even lamer than usual, though. Lesnar wastes no time taking over hand, showed the board, and knocking him outside. A few more shots have shown trouble, and Brock sets him into the board, which is in front of post. Shows back up and drops the crystal structure for him, Brock in the back with the backboard. A choke slam plants Lesnar in the ring as I wonder why there's a referee inside with them. Inside ring with them. Show drops a leg on the Lesnar on the board and structure time. The champ kicks his way off though, and a few backboard shots that show trouble. Some choking on a camera cord and Lesnar pushed on the structure. As the announcers say, it can't be done. Seriously, it's not that big of a deal. Show fights out against the Lesnar rams the structure in his ropes. A tug of war just show, and he throws the structure down and puts his pad on the structure. More backboard. Have Lesnar troubles. It just keeps going. Back out and Brock knocks him over onto the back of the structure. As Cole incorrectly says, the first WWE champion was crowned 40 years ago yesterday. It was 40 years ago yesterday that Bruno won the title to become the second champion, not the first. Rey Mysterio comes out to this track show. The distraction lets Brock drive a freaking forklift into the arena and dive vault the thing with a crossbody clothesline, a suplex into F5. More of AA, not really F5. Allow Lesnar to throw him into the forklift. Why can't you just put him on the structure then? And wheel him across the finish line to retain.
Yeah, besides the fact that I don't think he actually put him on a... He put the board down, but he didn't actually put him on a stretcher to run across the thing. I thought the match was every bit of what it needed to be. I'm not expecting a great technically sound wrestling match from Big Show and Brock Lesnar together.
Right.
So I'm expecting a lot more punches, a lot more kicks, a lot more brawling. Essentially, they used the two structures they had as big weapon and almost landing pads, which I'm amazed that they got stretchers that actually could take some damage.
That was fun.
Yeah, I'm not talking about just Brock. I'm talking about Big Show landing on these motherfuckers. But yeah, I think this match was every bit it needed to be. It's just a good brawl.
Yeah, this could have been a lot worse. And maybe to be very good, need about maybe 5 minutes cut out to be like very good. But it was a watchable enough main event. The problem here was the stretcher rule was completely tacked on. And Show only had 1 of 3 names. Crystal made me shake my head. They should have done like a last day stand-in match here or something like that.
Yeah.
That was not terrible or anything.
Yeah, I gave it a B.
Be nice. Overall?
Overall, I gave it a D. A lot of this card just felt like you would see it on TV.
The TV here is thrilling.
Yeah, I mean, it's not great. It wouldn't be a great Raw either.
This is the best feud, by the way, going on in the month of May.
Big Show and Brock.
Yeah. Nothing else is even close.
Yeah, it's pretty much a TV show that you would get in that era of Raw.
Yeah.
But there's just
SmackDown wasn't that good either on this one. Let me just clarify. People think SmackDown was great. They forget about the Summer of 3. Both shows sucked. OVW was the best brand.
If it had been a Raw and SmackDown, it probably would have been one of the best ones of that era.
Yeah.
But honestly, the booking just severely lacked things. The timing of the show was horrible. Or things that probably should have gotten time didn't actually get time, and things that didn't necessarily need the time got more than plenty of the time.
Yeah.
Just odd decisions all over. I gave the show a D.
D-. This wasn't working the slightest. The ladder match was good, and the main event was watchable. But and the women's were fine. But everything else was anywhere from terrible to a disaster. Aside from the American vs. Piper match and the awful world title match, everything on here felt either unimportant or not worth your time. Nothing on here felt like needed to be on pay-per-view, and that scares the heck out of me considering the single brand shows start in June. Really bad here, and that's not surprising with considering TV leading onto it. So, we'll be right back. I'll picks the next pay-per-view.
Yes. See that.
Sorry for that transition. Our pay-per-view for next week is on WCW Uncensored 1997.
Yes.
D-Bulk vs. Guerrero for the U.S. title on the DQ. Dragon vs. Psychosis. Glitzer vs. Morris. Strap match between the American Males. Harm Heat vs. Polygamy. Prince Like vs. Room Share on a 3-way tag team elimination. 12-man tag team elimination tag team. 3-way 12-man team elimination match. And the Team Piper and Team WCW.
Alright.
See you then.
See you then.